Hey you guys, so let's talk about Hailey Bieber. Because she's finally addressing something a lot of people have been saying about her for a long time. We're talking about people on the internet straight up calling her a stalker, and not just her, they're calling her dad a stalker too. And now in a brand new Vogue video, she's actually laughing about it. She's joking, she's being cheeky, and she's kind of turning the narrative on its head in the most Hailey Bieber way possible. And of course, we're also going to get into what Justin had to say about her landing this massive Vogue cover. Because apparently he once told her it was never going to happen. And now here she is on the cover of Vogue, and it's stirred up this whole new conversation online. You already know we're about to unpack all of it. So Hailey Bieber is front and center on Vogue's latest cover, and she's doing it to promote her beauty brand Rhode, which just launched into Sephora, a major move for her brand, by the way. But during the press tour and behind-the-scenes videos, she's not just talking about business. She's also hitting back without really hitting back at the people who have accused her of stalking Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber in the past. And the way she does it? Through humor. So in this Vogue, What's in My Bag video, Hailey starts pulling out all these phones, yes, multiple phones, and she starts joking about what she uses them for. She says, and I quote, that she uses them for commenting, stalking, viewing girls' pages, and even making multiple accounts. Like, she really leaned into the whole stalker narrative but made it into a tongue-in-cheek moment. She even brings her dad into the story and tells this wild tale about how when she was around 12 years old, her dad flew her out to meet with a witch, yes, an actual witch who lived in the mountains, and created a little potion or tincture for her. And this potion, according to the witch, was supposed to make a young Canadian pop star fall in love with her. Now, I don't think we need to connect too many dots to guess who that Canadian pop star was supposed to be. Hailey laughed and said she's been taking it for years and still loves it. Thanks, Dad, she says, almost sarcastically but also kind of lovingly. It's hilarious but also telling. And here's the thing, these little jokes? They reveal that she's fully aware of what people are saying online. Especially after that viral 7-part TikTok series that circulated not too long ago, the one that outright accused her of being obsessed with Justin and Selena. That series gained so much traction, and her dad got dragged into it too, with people accusing him of deliberately taking her to events where Justin Bieber would be when she was younger. So when Hailey references that stuff, her dad, the witch, the potion, it's not random. It's clear she knows exactly what's being said and by whom. She's not oblivious. She's just choosing to address it in a playful, indirect way. Now, in her sit-down interview with Vogue, she opens up about what it's like being at the center of all this online drama and speculation, especially regarding her marriage. She said something pretty revealing. I thought after 7 years it would have already died down, but it hasn't. And she's not wrong. You'd think after getting married and having a baby, people might let go of the drama and move on. But nope, she kind of shrugs it off with this cheeky, self-aware "who me?" grin and says, I guess these bees are just going to stay mad. She's obviously exhausted by the constant chatter, but also seems to have reached a place where she can shrug it off, at least outwardly. She goes on to say that she's stopped trying to change people's minds. She said something along the lines of, perspective means taking the long view, and that she's done trying to convince people who already have their minds made up about her. She's not wasting her energy on it anymore, and honestly, that feels like growth. Now, let's talk about what Justin had to say, because of course, it wouldn't be a full internet moment without Justin Bieber jumping into the mix. So he posted her Vogue cover to Instagram to congratulate her, right? But the caption, you guys, the caption. He wrote, yo, this reminds me when Hailey and I got into a huge fight. I told Hail she'd never be on the cover of Vogue. Yes, he really said that. Like, why? Why would you bring that up now? Especially knowing how sensitive people already are about how you treat Hailey. It's one of those comments that make people go, wait, is this supposed to be sweet? Because it came off more shady than supportive. And apparently, even he realized how bad it sounded, because he ended up deleting the caption and replacing it with just a few emojis. But by then, of course, the internet had already screenshotted it, dissected it, and dragged him for it. People online were not having it. Some even noticed that Kim Kardashian liked the post and then unliked it. Like, she saw the caption and went, oop, never mind. And let's not forget, Kim was married to Kanye, so when she's out here unliking your post because of the drama ... that says something. People then went and pulled up old posts where Justin had congratulated Kendall Jenner on her Vogue cover, and the difference was shocking. He had written, "Congrats, Ken, you look beautiful." Just that clean, supportive, no weird backhanded compliments. So naturally, people started comparing the two and saying things like, "This is what you get when you re-obsessed with someone who is not into you. And Justin loves all women except his wife." Harsh words, but that's the discourse online right now. And honestly, there's this growing opinion, especially among people who don't even like Hailey, that maybe, just maybe, she deserves better. People are saying, "Look, I'm not a fan of Hailey, but she didn't deserve that caption. That's not how you support your wife." One person even said, "We're mature enough now to realize the problem was never the other girl. It's always been Justin." And you know what? That's a take that's starting to catch on. Others are pointing out that posting about how you once told your wife she'd never make it, and doing so when she finally does, just kind of ruins the moment. Like, you could have just said congratulations and left it at that. You didn't need to rehash old fights or add that passive-aggressive, sadly mistaken line. And it's not just that one comment. There's a pattern. Every time Hailey is publicly celebrated or gets positive attention, Justin seems to do something that brings the attention back to him, and not in a good way. It's almost like he can't help himself. But here's what's important. Hailey's been handling this all really gracefully. She's doing interviews, making lighthearted jokes, and just showing up with class and confidence. She's been on a pretty impressive PR run lately, and it's working. People are starting to see that the real issue isn't her, it's the noise around her. She even talked about going through postpartum and how this has been the most emotionally raw time in her life. She said learning to navigate this new version of herself, while constantly being scrutinized and speculated about online, has been incredibly tough. "It's the most sensitive I've ever felt," she said. And then to go online and read people saying things like they're getting divorced or they're not happy while she's in such a vulnerable place, it's a lot. She said it messes with your mind in a way that's hard to even put into words. So now she's setting boundaries. She doesn't hand over her social media completely to an assistant. She still edits her own TikToks. But she's aware of which corners of the internet are healthy for her and which ones aren't. She tries to stay in control of the things she can control. She even found comfort in something Ariana Grande said once. "I don't invite that into my space anymore." And Hailey said that really stuck with her. Because we can choose what we let in, and she's choosing peace. So with all of this going on, the Vogue cover, the interviews, the jokes, the postpartum healing, the online backlash, Hailey is standing tall. She's showing up. And she's shining. And the biggest obstacle she's facing? It's not Selena. It's not the fans. It's not the gossip blogs. At this point, it's Justin. And that's what makes it so complicated. I mean, seriously, can we be honest for a second? That whole fake voice in the back of your head saying you're never going to be on the cover of Vogue, that voice isn't an internet troll. It's her husband. That's the part that stings. And even if he thought it was funny or cheeky, people are tired of seeing Hailey have to fight so hard to be taken seriously, even by the people closest to her. Anyway, that is the latest on Hailey and Justin and everything she's been dealing with publicly and privately. Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation in the comments. I love you all so much, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.